Hello everybody, it's Glowy and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be discussing Poppy Playtime Chapter 5, just giving a review of the game and also a handful of my theories about Chapter 6. So yeah, let's get straight into the video. Just to clarify before we get properly started with the video, I haven't played Chapter 5, as I don't have a PC, so obviously I can't play it. I usually play the games on console, but I have played all the other games, and I've seen a fair few playthroughs, so I think I know what I'm doing when I'm reviewing this game. So yeah, Chapter 5, was it good? Most certainly. So far, it looks like the best chapter ever. I just think it's perfect in all different ways. The story is great, all the new characters are amazing, returning characters are amazing as well. What else? The gameplay, I guess, looks pretty fun, but then again, I haven't actually played the game, so I can't really say. But yeah, it looks like a whole bunch of fun, I'm going to admit. And just like the whole story with, spoiler alert by the way, in fact I should have put that at the beginning, this video is going to have spoilers for the entire chapter, so do be warned, but the entire story of Lily Lovebraids is just great. How she used to be like, you guys know Miss Rachel, like the kids content creator, she pretty much was like her, but for the toys, basically like propaganda to make them want to be toys, and then eventually the toys found her and made her become Lily Lovebraids, and she also had to watch herself, which is just crazy. And then she has like her corpse in her house, in her dollhouse. I mean, her story was crazy. I think she died a bit too early on though, that's one complaint. Also the prototype, he looks amazing, I'm just gonna say it now. Some people are saying he looks like Pomni from the Amazing Digital Circus. Some people are saying he looks like Tio from Piggy, and they wouldn't be wrong. Personally, another similarity I found is he kind of looks like Ship Ahoy Wilson from Bendy. I mean, the similarities are insane, so you do with that information what you will, but I think his design is amazing, and I couldn't have asked for a better design, if I'm being honest. Also, I love how they pulled the Ollie is the prototype thing in both Chapter 4 and Chapter 5, but still made it seem new, because in Chapter 4 we found out that this whole time Ollie was the prototype, but actually the prototype is Ollie. I know it's confusing, but basically Ollie was Poppy's brother, and he was a test subject, and then obviously he became the prototype, and he still went by Ollie for Poppy, pretty much as like a spy, so he knew what she was doing. I mean, I'm pretty sure he says at the end of Chapter 4, I think she like asks, was there ever an Ollie? And he says, yes, at some point, but that was long ago. Something similar to that. So, I mean, that reveal was just crazy, and it was in a tape of all things. It wasn't just like said or shown or anything, it was just in an audio tape. I think it would have been better if it was like a proper full reveal and not just in a random tape, because not gonna lie, I thought he was Elliot Ludwig. I was convinced. However, I do think that this chapter suffers the most from one of Poppy Playtime's biggest problems, which is killing characters off too soon. I'm probably going to make another video on this topic because it's probably the biggest problem with the game. I mean, literally every character has to die by the end of their chapter, apparently. Who invented that rule? It's a terrible rule. I want Catnap back. I really do. He was cool. He was a cool villain. He's dead now. He's a fur coat on the prototype. But yeah, Lily Lovebraids, she died far too soon. I mean, her lore was so interesting, and then she just fell. It is a possibility that she might get brought back next chapter, considering we didn't really see her die per se. She fell and got crushed, so maybe, I mean, Huggy came back. Maybe Lily Lovebraids can come back, who knows. Speaking of coming back, the Doctor came back, and I am very happy about that, because I love his design. His story is very, very important to the game, probably one of the most important stories to the game, because he literally turned the people into toys. That was his job, and then he got turned into an experiment. afterwards, I mean, and he somehow still complied with the company. I wouldn't if I was in this situation. I would refuse. I mean, it's not like they can hurt him. He's on like a database in a computer. They can't really do anything to hurt him. But yeah, I am so glad he's getting brought back. He was done so dirty last chapter. He was killed off like, what, halfway through? And it was like, oh, he's dead. There wasn't some big celebration or anything. He's just dead. Cool. And he's like the second main villain after the prototype. I mean, just killed him off like he was nothing. And then Dowie was marketed as the main villain. He's not a villain. He's an ally. But it wasn't his fault that he became a villain. You know, they marketed him as the main villain and not the doctor that turned everyone into these creatures. I don't know why. But yeah, I'm so glad he's being brought back as, I'm guessing, an ally, because, I mean, he doesn't seem like he's gonna hurt us in that little computer, is he? I don't think so. It'd be so funny if we put him in like that little star torch that we've been using the entire time. It reminds me of that bit in Portal where GLaDOS gets turned into a potato. That would be really cool, actually. I hope that happens. It'd be really funny as well. A big main villain turned into just like a little star-shaped torch. Oh, how cute. Cute little Dr. Sawyer. But yeah, I'm so glad about that reveal. That was just amazing. I was so happy that he returned. Also, let's just talk about the prototypes reveal. That was amazing. I think that was perfectly done. I don't think anything could have been done to make that any better. It was as good as it can get.
What did you do with them? There are the orphans. Uh-oh, she doesn't know.
I did.
When I had to.
They're
A better place now.
You're a monster.
I built us a home,
and kept us
safe,
and you repaid me
by bringing in an outsider.
plotting to
Destroy
the only heaven
You or I
will ever get. I had hoped your time in the case
would help you see.
reason. I see now.
This was my fault. You
Act
like a child because
a child.
is what they made you.
You're hurting me.
Don't be afraid.
I can fix you.
Poppy,
I
Can make better.
And you.
the outsider.
Butcher.
They call you.
Shall we see what you look like?
Wrong side out.
Don't
Touch her.
And it was good. I mean, he's a perfect amalgamation of the past villains. I mean, he's got Huggy's arm, he's got Kissy's arm, he's got Mummy's arm, he's got Catnap as a fur coat. He did my boy so dirty. The only thing missing is maybe some Chapter 4 recognition, like there's no Yarnaby parts, or parts of the Doctor, or Dowie. None of that on him. I don't know why. Did we just forget that Chapter 4 happened? I know it was controversial, but I think it's a good chapter now, after all the bugs have been fixed. But yeah, that is like my review of Chapter 4. It was great, even though I haven't even played it yet. But now on to some theories. So, Chapter 6, probably gonna be the last chapter, am I right? They can't drag it on for a Chapter 7, they really cannot. My theories, I think that maybe we'll see some characters return. I mean, Huggy and Kissy died in Chapter 5, I actually haven't mentioned that yet. Huggy was about to become an ally with us, and then the prototype just swept in and killed them both. we actually see Huggy moving afterwards, so maybe he comes back as an ally. Kissy, I don't know. She looks dead. She doesn't really move, which is sad, you know. Kissy's been with us since chapter 2. But Huggy's been with us since chapter 1, so, you know, I would prefer him to come back, you know. So, yeah, he might, well, come back. I mean, we don't know what happened to Poppy, because she just got taken by the prototype. He just left with Poppy. So, she's probably being put back in the case, possibly. But what I think will happen in this chapter is we won't go further down into the factory. I think we'll start going back up. Because the prototype, he wants to put her back in the case, if I'm right. And the case isn't down below, it's right at the top of the factory. So I think we'll be climbing up through old locations. Maybe seeing some old foes again. Dog Day, PJ Pugapilla, I mean, they never really died. So we could see them again. I'd love to see some Dog Day recognition. He was done so dirty in chapter 3. I mean, he was like, he got swarmed by smiling critters and then he chased us and then, I don't know where he is now. He's still alive, I'm pretty sure. So we could see him. Another thing we could see is maybe the bigger body nightmare critters. I mean, we haven't seen any of them unless you count that Baba Chops, but I don't think that's really a bigger body one. I think it's kind of like in the middle, so maybe we'll see the bigger body versions, because I'm pretty sure there's definitely one of Baba Chops in a tape, I'm pretty sure, so maybe we'll see them. I mean, I think it'd be really cool. Obviously not the smiling critters, they're all dead, except for Dog Day. He's now the last of the smiling critters, so yeah, I mean, I'm excited for this next chapter. It's gonna be a good finale. Definitely. Maybe we'll see Elliot Ludwig as like a toy, if he did become a toy. We also might see some bigger body Outimals. I mean, we didn't really see any. They were a failed toy line, so I don't know if they made the wrong side Outimals into bigger bodies. Because the Outimals in chapter 5 are actually just smiling critters turned inside out. I know, it's horrible, I know. But yeah, the prototype is not a nice person. I know that. But yeah, I think those are my theories for chapter 6. That's my review of chapter 5. I think it's going to be a good chapter. If it's not, then I'm going to be sad, because that's the finale. It needs to be good. Maybe we'll see some more bigger bodies that we haven't seen, like Boxy Boo. I would love Boxy Boo to finally appear. He plays a pretty important role in the story, killing off anyone who finds out about the experiments. That's pretty much his entire role, to be honest, except for, you know, Hour of Joying everyone, along with all the other toys. Oh, I only just remembered, we need to see more of Chum Chompkins, sorry. We need to see him. If we don't see him enough in chapter 6, I'm going to go to mob headquarters, and I am going to tell them that I'm going to burn one of their Huggy Wuggy toys if they don't have Chum Chompkins in chapter 6. Well, if they don't give him loads and loads of screen time. He needs more. He got like 3 seconds of screen time. Bro has less screen time than Pianosaurus. Okay. Now, anyway, thank you for watching, everybody, and goodbye. Also, comment down your theories in the comments below.